How do I start Excel? So here's my messy desktop, and if I wanted to open Excel, there are multiple ways to do that. A simple way is if I have an Excel document like this sample budget, I can simply double click on it and it will open Excel and open the workbook that I've requested. I can also come down here to the Windows search bar and I can start typing, and I got EX in and Excel was right at the top. Once it's here, I can click on it and it will open it. Notice that it was also smart enough to say, oh, here's some recent spreadsheets that you might want to look at. I can also keep Excel on my taskbar, which is down at the bottom. And if you want to put it there, you can right click on it and then choose Pin to Taskbar. And then you can keep it right here handy. As you can see, I do that. And it's available all the time for me because I use Excel all the time. Let's go ahead and open Excel. So I'm going to double click on it, and here it's open, and this is our sample budget that we were looking at just a minute ago. But really what we want to ask the question is, hey, I've opened Excel, what the heck am I looking at? And honestly, if you open Excel as a new document, what you're going to see is this terrifying grid in the middle of your screen, and you might look at it and cry a little bit and say, what the heck do I do? Let's start by just explaining what the parts of Excel are, and then we can dig deeper into what do I do with this grid. When you first open Excel, you can divide it into different bars that run across the screen. Along the very top of Excel, we have this quick access toolbar, which has, for me, it has save, undo, redo, and then we have a little button we can click which will let us add more things to the quick access toolbar if we would like to do that. Directly under the quick access toolbar is a row of tabs, and these tabs are associated directly with the icons right underneath it, which in what is called the ribbon. So the tab bar is right here, the ribbon is right underneath it, and when you click different tabs, you get different icon sets in your ribbon. The way I think about this is that the ribbon is really long, and the tabs above it are allowing me to just jump to different sections of the ribbon. So here's the Draw tab, the Page Layout tab, the Formulas tab, the Home tab. Under each tab, you'll see all these icons. These icons are all different things that you can do from that tab. And they're all related to the tab that you clicked. The Home tab has a lot of different things, and some of these even look familiar if you've used Microsoft Word. You have font information, you have alignment, number, styles, so lots of different things here. And then I can jump to the Data tab, and it's a whole new set of icons. This is in essence my menuing system, which is the tab bar and then the ribbon underneath it, which takes me to the commands or the things that I want to do once I get that section of the ribbon open. Underneath that, we have our name box and our formula bar. If you type into the formula bar, so I'm going to click there and just type, you'll see that it will also show up in my selected cell. Let's get rid of that. Also, if I type into a cell, things will show up in my toolbar. We can worry about that later. But what you see in this formula bar is what is in the cell that you happen to be on at any given moment in time. The name box allows me to navigate and also to name cells. If I click on a cell, its name, which right now the name is the column heading and the row number, will show up in the name box. In the center we have a worksheet. The worksheet area is where all the magic happens. This is where we're going to type headings and enter numbers and sort data and create basically stories with numbers inside our number processor known as a spreadsheet. At the bottom, you can see that we have multiple sheets, and just like a book would have multiple pages, a workbook can have multiple sheets. Here I click on sheet 1. Sheet 1 is my budget that we were playing with a little bit ago. Sheet 2 is basically an empty worksheet, and I can navigate by clicking back and forth. I can also create new sheets in this section. And then at the very bottom, I have my status bar, which allows me to see some different status items and also control my view.